Teresita Blanco, dear sister, and today we're reading Saturnastra Loki. This is chapter 10, part 1. Once the fellow was taken away, Alida asked more to herself, what could her cousin do to try to take his own life? Idleness, I suppose, said Loki thoughtlessly. Idleness, asked Ingrid, staring at him sternly. Haven't you noticed that most of the humans that do those sort of things have a little too much time on their hands, and they get all pouty because nobody depends on them. And poor people are too overworked and starving themselves to bother in order to give vent to such madness. Kind of ironic, don't you think? And the humans who have the means to survive end up throwing it all away. That's something very mean-spirited of you to say, Loki, and you do not know what you speak of, said Alida. Loki narrowed her eyes, and he decided not to argue on the issue that much. She could tell he had plenty to say, however he chose to give her the silent treatment, and Loki was not the person to argue with somebody that he considered a fool, and that they ended with this sour note, with each retiring to their own respective rooms without having an actual conversation. And Loki had pretended to retire to his room to sleep. Instead, he locked the door and he changed into the form of a beautiful maiden in a gorgeous pearly pink outfit, and after taking a moment to put on his face, so to speak, with a red rouge and lipstick, Loki went to explore the city by himself, and Alida was angry at Loki because she thought he was angry at her. And Loki was not one to get angry at idle chatter, and since Alida was too angry to sleep and too ashamed to ask Loki out, she twisted and turned in her back in her impotent fury, and close to midnight she became far too exhausted to care. And she amused herself while playing with her hula hoop and occasionally jumping out of the balcony onto the roof of other houses and then back to her room. And when soon all the small dragons joining her games, and with more playfellow, Alida's mood improved slightly. And this happy mood was relieved when she saw from the floor below her sister walking in the streets barefoot in her nightgown, and finding Alida said, not again. What's the matter? Asked one of the dragons. My sister, she's sleepwalking again, as Loki calls it, said Alida. That's normal, said one of the dragons. Really? Asked Alida, surprised. That dream well is far too strong here than in other places, and humans are sensitive to it, and they can't help but to walk around from time to time, and we have stronger self-control, so we stay put. It is the best way to avoid unnecessary injury, said the dragonling. And coming closer to the ground, Alida saw a group of very tired